Oh God, it feels like Groundhog Day every bloody game. Spurs lose the game 4-2 here at Wolves. Another absolutely shambolic display from Spurs. Another game where you had a sense of they had an eye on Thursday. But look, you cannot account, like, even if you've got an eye on Thursday, you can't perform that badly. It was embarrassing. Some of the goals that we were conceding today.
All of them.
Pretty much every single goal we conceded
kick
today was absolutely embarrassing. You're talking about, I'm gonna key point the one that Romero. I mean, whoever it was that got past Romero had no right, Nuri, to get past a World Cup winner, 2 times Copa America winner. I'm telling you, he ain't doing that for Argentina. No. It's shambolic, some of the defending that we saw on display today.
With that one you picked out, it was on the inside as well. We should have known better. As soon as you're turning in, it was just for want of a better term, it was a clusterfuck, wasn't it? It really was.
And every goal was like that.
Every goal was from our own downfall. It was just a really, really disappointing away performance, and they had our number, didn't they, from the start?
Mate, again, like every game we come into it, do not concede early, do not concede a big chance early. Within 2 minutes here, we're 1-0 down with 8 Nori goal.
Yep.
And we conceded 4 today, but reality is we could have conceded 6, 7, whatever. Like 4-2 pretty much put a bit of gloss on it for us, because I think it flattered us, that scoreline today.
It did. You know what? Even when we got both goals as well, you could sense maybe there is that. Every time we scored, it was just the 1 goal deficit.
Yeah.
And you thought, you know what? Maybe just a bit of sustained pressure. Maybe we can get the point, or maybe even go the extra distance and get the 3 points ready to take us into Frankfurt. Get those goals. And they always say you're most vulnerable once you scored a goal. And boy, that was so true today, wasn't it?
Mate, it's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back every single time with Tottenham Hotspur, and it's so frustrating. I'm just getting fed up of it, to be honest. Just coming to these away grounds, watching us at home, nothing rowdy on the games, and the guys are playing like it. There's no like professional pride to wear the badge in these kind of games. I mean, what is going on? How is this manager still in the job?
I will say today was more like 2 steps forward, 4 steps back.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. They just don't seem focused, do they? They know all the eggs are in the Europa League basket, but that's now 17 Premier League defeats in 32.
But I mean, have some pride about it. You've got all these travelling fans every single week, every other week in these away grounds, and you put in carbon copy performances. I mean, there's just nothing to go on. I mean, there's literally, we watched a game in 90 minutes today. We scored 2 goals, 2 very lucky goals that we scored, by the way, and there's just nothing to take away from it.
No, the only thing, like we said in the thing when we were talking at half time, Matthias Tell's movement is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic, but we just don't pick him out. He was making all the runs, calling it, wanting the ball early. Nope, you're just not getting it. And then Bergvall setting up the first goal, he came on and literally started charging. Obviously he made a couple of mistakes in the game as well, but this is what we're holding on to now. I'm now coming out of the game saying the most impressive thing was Matthias Tell's movement.
Yeah. Which is ridiculous.
It's
and we came into the game, right? We were talking before the game. We said the most important thing today is to get some minutes into Decky's legs.
Yep.
We saw some minutes. We also saw some calamities from
Decky
Decky today in terms from a defensive perspective and the goal that we did concede. But at least he's got some minutes in his legs going into the game on Thursday.
Yeah, but the other thing you said as well, what did you say as well, that since January now, Richarlison's got more goals than Solanke. I mean, it was another... Since
Solanke's come back, Richarlison's goal makes it 1 more goal than him.
And I've been a fan of Solanke, but today he was just... He just wasn't at the races. Yes, we can all talk about whether he's got the service or not, but he's got to get in that box more. He's got to make himself available. It's just, I don't know what happens now. It's the end of the season can't come soon enough. Like I said, we come away, and the most important thing that we're discussing is Matthias Tell's great movement. And someone said to me just, we're leaving. Ben Davies. You look at Ben Davies. All right, he's been here 10 years now, but in those 10 years he came and he saw the glory, or not the glory, but the great times and what we had. And yes, it's the end of his career, and yes, it's whether he moves on or not. But you look at the Spurs he may potentially leave at the end of the season. So the Spurs he joined, my God, it's night and day, isn't it?
It really is night and day. And I don't even know what to say anymore. Like you said, that's the key takeaway from today. The season can't end soon enough.
Yep.
And it's like, that is the sentiment from everyone in that away end today. Like, when we scored, there was barely any celebration.
Correct.
There was barely any songs sung pretty much a majority of the game. I went for a piss halfway through the first half. It felt like there were more people on the concourse than there were out in the stands. I mean, no one cares anymore.
No, I mean, that second goal was the biggest non-celebration of a goal I've ever seen.
And this is what's happened. They've sucked the life out of this fan base. And now with Wolves beating us today, I think we're only 2 points off 17.
Yep.
I can't see where any win is coming from now to the end of the season playing like that. I mean, it's a genuine chance we finish 17th this season.
I mean, well, if you look at it, let's just be if we just look at the next two games, it's Forest at home, who have stuttered a bit, and then obviously you've got, like I said, Liverpool away. So it's not a good end to the month. It's not the best. We are in a bit of a mess, and season cannot wait to be over. But Tell's movement, crack on.
Not like Brian to find the positives. Mate,
honestly, I was so impressed with his movement. I really was. And we just didn't get in the service. He got a goal, didn't he? Off the far post. Brennan Johnson was pretty much non-existent, although he got the assist for Tell's goal. But yeah, honestly, I wanted to come in and try and speak positively.
But there's nothing. There's nothing to go on. Basically, what we saw on the pitch is being reflected off the pitch.
Yes.
Everything is a shambles at this football club, and it's just like, what do we need to do for a change of manager? I don't understand how this manager has survived this long. Four goals conceded against a team in 17.
You look at a club of our size, or not even a club of our size, if you've lost 17 games in out of 32.
Yeah.
That's over half.
It's mad,
with 2 games.
Those stats are just mad.
You would think that no manager can withstand that. I mean, Southampton have obviously changed their manager twice, and obviously they've got. But how can you justify it? Even the biggest and supporters, which fair play if you are. I don't agree, but that's your opinion. How can we justify 17 defeats out of 32?